Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Stable. We are still going with our 86 Mustang GT stock bottom end. We got some heads on here, some rockers, ported upper and lower intake, and it is getting a Holley Terminator X. So where we left off last video, we had to get the fuel system. We got the fuel system lines ran, I should say, and I just finished up getting our fittings on there. So this looks like a tight fit. It is, but it all fit. So we got some slack down here. I still need to come down, move my Terminator X lines here. Still need to come through and clean it up around the K-member, but it's all the way ran back to the trunk, so that part is done. So the part I'm going to jump into next is, got Nick's out here again. We are going to have to move this stuff. I mentioned our Dakota digital dash did come in, but I got to move this stuff out the way. I need to get another box for it, truthfully. Put all the Dakota stuff in one box so that I don't get it mixed up with the Terminator stuff yet. But I need to pop this panel off from our rear seat delete that we put in. Actually, that's a lie. The two wires I need are right here. So this is the upgraded fuel pump wire from Aeromotive, and then this is the one from Quantum. It's Quantum something, but anyways, it's the upgraded fuel pump wire, and that's the one that is actually attached to the pigtail that is plugged into the pump. So need to wire these together, solder them together, and then up here, that red wire you see laying up by the Terminator is the Aeromotive trigger wire for the pump, and that is going to get ran into, there is a green wire in that Terminator X bundle of wires over there that is the trigger wire for the Terminator X. So those two get soldered together, and then the only thing I got to do is I got to unbundle that, and then we got to take one wire across the dash over into the fuse panel. I believe it's fuse 18 is what the directions say for a 12-volt switch source. And then as far as that goes, all the soldering is done. So after that happens, if this light doesn't blind you guys, I will work on getting all of our sensors that you see here plugged up. For the Terminator X, I already ran our injector harness. It is peeking up over the top up there. We will get the rest of this plugged up. And then we also have to my connections for our ignition coil are trash from the last owner. So I don't even think we'll use these. They go to the Terminator X now, but bought a new one. It's here. So we'll just solder that to the Terminator X. Wherever that goes, I had to check the directions again. But outside of that, it's not too bad. I did find, I believe that is a quarter MPT thread on our oil extender. And I have an adapter to a 1/8 MPT coming tomorrow, because here is the factory oil pressure sending unit. Of course, it did not fit when I tried to put in our low dollar one. So new one shows up tomorrow. Hopefully that will get us what we need. And then I will go ahead and have the oil pressure and the fuel pressure plugged up here, and oil down there, of course. So not too bad, but I need to search all my mess over here, I think, and get to my electrical stuff over there and then start some soldering. All right, so we started plugging everything in, like our IAC. We do got our map sensor plugged in, ran underneath the valley of the intake. And then, if you guys seen before, I actually had the OG coolant temperature sensor over here, and then I had the Terminator X one over here. I swapped those just because of the way the harness laid out. Branching out the same harness as your coolant and your oil, so it made sense to swap those. So I'm just using this side as a plug. Plus it cleaned it up and gave me a little bit more room right there. All right guys, so everything's just plugged up for now. I'm gonna go back and clean it up later. Ran into an issue because here is the factory Ford TPS, and this one is the Holley, and you can see the difference in the connectors. So Holley gives you this piece, and you're supposed to cut the male end off your factory harness, leave yourself some wire, pin it, slide it in here in the correct order, lock it in, and then you can plug it straight into the Holley Terminator X1 hanging right there. However, I just went through my box here with the factory harness, and there is no TPS sensor in here. So got to track one down where I can cut the TPS off and then pin it so we can get that part figured out. So I'm gonna jump to figuring out our red and white wires right there. And then I'm gonna jump to the inside before I come out here and start cleaning this stuff up. What do I have hanging here? This is, oh, that's Y-band. So that is actually gonna go down and run probably down this way somewhere. So we'll just hang that down there for now. Get it out the way, make sure it doesn't touch nothing. We'll address that part when we get the car kind of lifted back up in the air. I've searched this whole car to see if maybe my factory TPS end is hanging anywhere, and I haven't found it. So anyways, now it's kind of for the more technical stuff, which is really just some soldering and figuring out where some stuff goes. All right, time to give y'all a little bit of an update. We did run our power wire for the Holley through the grommet, and it is run through there, just kind of laying on top, and then it's this long one that's hanging over the front of the car because I got to put some ring terminals on, go directly to the battery. So we did that. We have now soldered up, as you can see, the wires laying on the ground right there, our quantum line to the air motive, and then now we have done our trigger wire for the air motive to the Holley. So I chose just to do it like that. It's one of those shrink tubes. I twisted the ends together and just did it like that because I didn't want to go on each side of the shrink tube because the wires are coming from the same spot, and I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on the solder there in the middle. So I chose to do it like that. I'll tape that up, and then we will tuck it down in there like so. Maybe I should not have, is that going in between? Nah, it's not. So I can tuck those down in there. This black wire, we have to get a little ring terminal for, cut a lot of it off, and then I'm probably just going to take it right down there because I believe there was a ground there before, or maybe it's a little farther back. Should be a ground there somewhere, or truthfully, I could even take it up there and make that the ground for the Holley harness. And then the green one, I left myself slack so I can tuck it up nice and neat. You won't see it, but it's ran under the center console, and it is pulled there because that is going to get an add fuse and go up to the fuse panel. So that part is done. So outside of getting our ground in place, I don't think I have an add fuse here and cleaning up. All that is done. So, all right, guys, I'm an idiot and reading does help. So it is the green wire from the Holley to the red wire of the air motive for the trigger. And then so this is gonna get taped up, tucked down in there now, just like before, but with the correct wire this time. And then our red wire, which I might bring it back through and go under that. But the red wire is your switch 12-volt source that I already have ran over there. So I had to solder it, so I got to get some electrical tape there. That should be good. Like I said, I'll probably pull it back through, or I might not have to because it's going to get tucked up as high as I can somewhere. Truthfully, probably kind of through the kick panel once that's back on. All right, so this was attached to our plug for our distributor. I'm cutting this off because I am not planning on using like an MSD box or anything like that. If I was, that white wire, this black one would run over to it. But since I'm not as of right now, I'm going to kind of just peel this back, tuck this in the loom, retape it, and plug it in for a cleaner look. Everything on the inside is done as of right now. I showed you the fuel pump wiring. I got my correct green wire to the other one. It's all taped up. The ground is ran right there because the little rings they gave were bigger than the factory ground that was in there. So I think that'll be a decent spot. I can move it if I need to later. And then red wire soldered, taped up, ran over there. So, and then I finally figured out that these are all of our inputs, and they plug in to that big one down there. So there's a couple wires in there that can be used to control the fan. So I might try to do a little bit more research tonight on how to use the Holley to maybe control the fan. If not, in my boxes over there, I have a kind of just little standalone controller for the fan. So fan will have its own sensor. It plugged in the radiator, sees a certain temperature, it automatically kicks on. So who knows, might use a Holley to control it. If I do, I just have to plug in those inputs and run maybe just one of those wires out the grommet and then up here somewhere to the fan. All right, sorry for the barking dogs, they had to go out. But as you see, we snipped the white wire, got some heat shrink on there, so hide it in there. I also kind of redid the line here, and then I ended up popping our harness out here, taping up the air motive fuel pump relay, tucking it down under, so I got it farther there, and then that was a bolt in there already. So this one will come up, I believe, go to the negative side of the terminal. And then, of course, this needs to go positive side, I believe. I kept the air motive stuff. Yeah, that's only 2 left. So positive side, might move our relay here, not sure. Might end up running it maybe down here. Maybe one of these holes already has some type of thread in there. And then we can come up. So might end up moving that just for some clearance. And then the other thing, what I need to do now is maybe zip tie these farther back. And I'm trying to get that red one out the way. I'm trying to maybe even tape that there where the factory one was there. Just get it tucked up as far in the corner as I can. Maybe tape that around there. Or we might lift this car up a little bit and run it through the fender, maybe through or around the strut tower, and then come out somewhere over here just to try to hide that wire. We'll see. Since I have that harness moved out the way, I'm also not opposed to, like I said, taping it on this plastic piece, coming down, tucking it around as well, and then coming up through here, since that is going to the positive cable. So I think that's gonna do it for the night though.